Reports today surfaced about Sacramento's Women's Soccer League expansion efforts relocating to San Diego. The Athletic citing sources that say Sacramento's territory rights will shift to San Diego and that the league's Board of Governors will be voting to do so in the very near future. So we want to bring in ABC 10's Sean Cunningham to clear this all up for us. Sean, what do soccer fans need to know about what's happening here?
Well, they need to know is that Ron Burkle was the lead investor for not only the MLS team in Sacramento, but a possible National Women's Soccer League team coming to Sacramento as well. He has pulled out. So you'll remember back in January, we got news that the National Women's Soccer League was coming to Sacramento. They were happy to welcome in a Sacramento team in 2022. 1 month later, after January, Ron Burkle, the lead investor for MLS, who also was part of the Kings ownership group to try to keep the Kings in Sacramento from moving to Seattle, he bowed out of that Kings deal. He also pulls out of the Republic's efforts to land a team in Sacramento as well as build the stadium. So all that happened was Ron Burkle, who owns territorial rights for a future women's soccer league team, is now moving to San Diego. We already knew he was out of Sacramento. He had no plans to do so in Sacramento once he stepped out of that MLS bid.
You mentioned the future. What does this mean for the future of women's professional soccer in Sacramento?
Well, they should be pretty optimistic, and here's why. Sacramento and the Republic are looking to land another lead investor for their MLS group. In order to have a National Women's Soccer League team as well as an MLS team, you have to have a soccer-specific stadium in your region. So the efforts for a lead investor with MLS will lead to a soccer stadium in Sacramento. The mayor and the Republic are still looking to land that billionaire, that whale investor. And once that happens, the National Women's Soccer Team or League has already looked at Sacramento as a viable market. They only have 12 teams in their league, Chris, with the addition of San Diego. So Northern California is wide open and for the taking for a National Women's Soccer League. But if you're a fan of women's soccer, you need to be a fan of MLS too, because the two are pretty much joined. If you're a soccer fan who's been kind of put through the ringer on this, here's why you should feel optimistic.
We are working all angles here, not to take away from this great announcement today, but it just might be the second most important announcement we make on soccer this year.
So, Chris, that was just yesterday. Darryl Steinberg leaving that little carrot out there at yesterday's press conference as the soccer stadium for the Republic becoming Heart Health Park.
I tell you, it is something we are going to be watching closely. Sean Cunningham is all over it. We thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And as we heard from Mayor Darryl Steinberg yesterday, he also just released a statement moments ago to ABC 10 saying simply that Sacramento will win both Major League Soccer and a women's professional soccer team. We never give up, and we most always win. Now, this developing story is on the minds of so many soccer fans across our community. So we checked in with a South Sacramento gym teacher who's also a member of the Tower Bridge Battalion, the independent supporter group for Sacramento Republic FC. She says she was looking forward to inspiring her students with the world of professional sports for women here locally. And she talked through the need for more women's sports in Sacramento. And as the city's options are very limited, but at the end of the day, it is not a done deal yet.
You can hit us, you can knock us down, but we're going to keep getting back up. We're going to keep pushing forward, whether it's with a women's professional team or if it's not, or we make it to MLS or not. We will continue to, move forward as a city.
And she says she will continue to push for women's sports in Sacramento, both on the professional women's soccer level and for her 7th and 8th grade students.